I was introduced to New York Life from a friend, Chris Jager. He was just starting out. He had sent me his client introduction letter, and I think he was trying to get me as a client.
Mark came to us with a really great perspective. He had run a business for a number of different years. I think he was challenged by the limited market, and right away he learned with us about having an insatiable market.
I wanted flexibility. I wanted unlimited earning potential. I didn't want a boss. I didn't want to be chained to a desk. I didn't want to be told to be here 9 to 5.
At the same time, although he works very hard, he's a family man. He's got 2 young children, and he makes time for them. And I really appreciate that. I think that's really critical.
He embraces the control that this career affords him to spend time with his family and pursue hobbies. And outside of his family, his true passion is sailing. Every Wednesday afternoon, he races sailboats, and he puts it in his calendar just like an important client meeting.
I think the hardest thing about the business was going from being the plaster fun time guy, who I'd been for 20 years, to a different guy.
Although Mark had been a business owner, it's a very different business. Most of his clients were under the age of 8, and so he had to come to New York Life and learn how to interact in a very different way and a different process. I always say anybody who follows our model will be successful. But Mark brings a little extra to the table. He's very smart. He thinks like a business person.
So it would be very easy for him to point to his past success and say, I know how to do things. I don't need to do it your way.
So I didn't think for a moment that when I came here, where New York Life has been doing this for 174 years, that I was going to somehow walk in here and have a better system. So I said, I'm going to follow the system because it's been tried and true. All the language has been massaged and worked out by experts that came long before me.
Mark picked up very quickly on our model, but right away he stretched it. He said, what else can I do with the model?
Almost every day he asks me, what else should I be doing? What else could I be doing? And I think this is especially remarkable given his successful background.
I learned very quickly I wouldn't be able to generate enough activity on my own, so I had to look to other people. So I did 2 things. I did professional alliances and a networking group. I wanted to build a system of having people come to me rather than me going out and finding individual cases. So I went out looking for chickens, not eggs. So an egg is just a great case or someone that needs my help. A chicken is someone that sees lots of people every day who also need my help and can send them to me. I find that starting and running a networking group is an excellent way to introduce myself to small business owners. I feel like I've walked a mile in their shoes. Everything that they do sort of resonates with me. The advantage of meeting with clients at their work is I get to see what they do, I get to see who they do it for, I get to meet their coworkers, I get to meet their key people. It's an easier place to ask for an introduction. One of the things that really got me going in 2016 was starting to do joint work. I didn't do any in the beginning.
I really appreciate Mark's collaborative approach. He gives back a lot in the office. He's introduced people to New York Life through ARD. He does joint work. He does joint work where he's the senior partner, and he does joint work when he goes out with a more established advisor.
Mark interacts with other agents a lot, and he enjoys it, and that's great for me. He's always asking, who can I help or how can I help them? I would say Mark's greatest strength is his ability to engage with people. No matter where he goes, no matter who he's with, he can talk to anybody and make anybody feel like they're the most important person in the room.
The most gratifying part of my job is when I left the client's house the other day and I got a text message and he said to me, Mark, I always feel better after you've been here. I feel better about my future and I feel better about my family being protected after I speak with you. Thank you.